Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
Mackey Motors, a post-game show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Jeff Blankman joined here tonight by Kaleb Booth of the Carroll Tigers. The Tigers come on the road, knock off North Polk 56-49. Kaleb, you kind of come running out of the locker room over here for this interview. I think you guys pretty excited. I could tell the emotion and the energy that you guys played with. You knew how big this game was coming over here, and this is a big, big win for you guys.
Yeah, the conference is very equal this year, and them being number one before the game, that just gave us a lot of excitement. We wanted to come in and dominate from the start. And
you guys able to do that. Only trailed the one time at 20-17. I was kind of talking about that as you came out of the locker room over here to the post-game area. They get up 20-17, and you score 9 straight for the Tigers to put you guys kind of back in control of the game. Take us through that little stretch there in that second quarter.
I remember looking at Coach, and he kind of gives you a signal, start going. And I remember I hit a pull-up, and that just gave me all the confidence in the world. Knowing he has confidence in me, and I just went out there and shot the ball and played hard.
You've got that ability to take over and go on big spurts like that, but you're so patient with the basketball. You keep everybody involved. Talk about your mindset on the floor on, I know I can score, but I need to make sure that everybody else is getting some touches and shots as well.
Yeah, I kind of know that other teams are going to want to try and focus on me, so I know that's going to open up for my other teammates. So when I'm driving, I just try and look for other teammates that might be open or cutting or open for three.
I also thought the other big thing was Sullivan struggled in the first half. I thought Caden Cook did a really nice job defensively against him. I know you're out there guarding your own guy, but you know how good the Sullivan kid is. So talk about what you saw from Caden defensively tonight, and why you think he was so effective against him.
He just works his butt off. He always works hard in everything he does, and that's just what he wanted to do, is stop Jevin tonight. That was his main goal.
Did he take on that role? Did he ask Coach for that assignment tonight?
Coach assigned it, but he definitely wanted to take on Jevin.
You guys up 10 at halftime, had a lot of emotion going into the locker room as Tanner Gata scored right there at the buzzer. What did you guys talk about at the halftime, and what do you expect to see different from them coming out in the second half?
The main thing we just talked about was rebounding. The first half we didn't rebound very well, and we knew we had to get one and dones and just keep playing hard and attacking the rim.
I know
less turnovers too. Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's always important.
Yeah.
This win we talked about puts you right back in the conference hunt. But what else does this win here on the road? It's the 5th straight for you guys. So what else does this do for this team, do you think?
A ton of confidence. Now everyone has a ton of confidence. We're going to shoot the ball well. We're going to finish well. Shoot free throws well. Everything's going to go good.
I tell you what, Kaleb, appreciate you joining us here tonight. Congratulations on the big win.
Yep, thank you.
You bet. Kaleb Booth again with the Carroll Tigers. We've got head coach Randy Bissen making his way here into the post-game area, and we'll get Coach sliding in here. And Coach, congratulations. Appreciate you joining us and grabbing onto both of the mics here tonight. Big win for you and the guys tonight. This one's got to feel really well, and you got to feel good that minus maybe a little bit of a run there in the second quarter where they tied it and then took a 20-17 lead. You guys were really in control pretty much this entire game.
Yeah, we played well. We played well out of the gate. I thought defensively we played really well. At halftime, I think Sullivan had 4 points.
Yep.
I think Nemmers only had maybe 2 or 3 points. And we did a pretty good job on Hopper too. So the Parkins kid who's made 3 threes all year hits 2 in the first half, and we just said, hey, it's all right as long as we keep slowing down those other guys. But Sullivan's such a good player. I mean, he's so hard to guard, and even if we get him to miss that first one, he's just so long that he gets that put back in the old board. So even though we gave up 20-something to probably him, I thought our defense was really good, especially on those other guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought outstanding even on him, especially in the first half. He got a lot of his late in the game. But Kaleb mentioned it. I kind of thought it too. Out-rebounded, I thought kind of out-pushed around a little bit in the first half on the boards. Saw a different mentality on the backboards coming out in the second half. What did you say to the guys? Because they really looked like they kind of focused on that a little bit coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, we just talked about finding a way to get it done. They're long. And, the Krings kid comes off the bench. He's 6'6". Hopper's 6'7". Sullivan's 6'6" and long and lanky. So we just said you're not going to be able to out-jump them. You got to be physical and get a body in them. And, second half it was much better. We gave up way too many offensive rebounds during the first half. We did a good job of making them miss, and they missed some easy ones, so we'll take that too. But it seemed like they got a lot of second and third chance opportunities in the first half, and the second half was was much better. We limited that.
Got up by 14 in the third, and then all of a sudden they cut it down to a 4-point game. Talk about what you talked to the guys. You called a couple of timeouts during that stretch. What were you talking about? How did you see them take that and take it out to the court?
Well, Sullivan got going a little bit. All of a sudden he makes a couple outside shots, and he feels pretty good about himself. He got to the basket a couple times, and I thought we got some good looks, but we turned it over too much. We turned it over too much in the first half, and there in that stretch where we didn't score, it was 1 or 2 passes and jack up shot, not good looks, and a couple turnovers mixed in there, and guys are kind of looking around like who's going to take the ball. But I thought we really responded. It got down to about 3 or 4 point game there. We tried to spread it out a little bit. We got in the double bonus. The goal was to get the ball in Caleb's hands and spread them out. And hopefully we can get to the foul line. And I think Caleb Booth might have missed 1 free throw tonight, 10 for 11 or something like that.
That's what I had him.
So really good job of getting the ball in his hands and stepping to the foul line and knocking those shots down.
And you guys didn't foul much in the second half. That was huge down the stretch, because if you needed to foul, you could do it.
Yeah, for sure. And we used a couple there late in the game. Sullivan had a layup. A couple times in transition he was going to get going. So our guys just execute. I can't say enough about all those guys. They're confident. We just keep talking about one game at a time. You can't control what's going on in the conference. You just got to be a little bit better, and we're playing a lot better basketball than what we were early on in the season. And you can't say enough about these guys. I mean, Caden Cook, I don't think came off the floor one time.
Right.
And really competed and guarded a guy like Sullivan. I mean, that's hard to do.
Yes,
and
it is. Got
some deflections and got some steals. And made plays late in the game after playing the whole game. Ethan Langling took 3 charges tonight. He was always there in the right spot. Nick Mackey attacked the basket. So it was just such a great team effort. Evan Hammer, guarding some of those big guys will battle and bring his energy. So a really good job by all those guys. And then, Caleb Booth.
Yeah, what do you say?
In the second quarter he got going. I mean, that's what put us up by 8 or 9 points there. And we just said, hey, take over. We kind of cleared it out for him and said, get to the basket or knock down some shots, and really got going. And then once again, he does what he does at the end of games and make free throws and finishes the game.
DCG now on Saturday down at the Gilbert tournament, or over at the Gilbert tournament. What are you looking at? That looks like a pretty good ball club.
I would love to tell you stuff about them, but to be honest with you, we really wanted to get this game. North Polk's a really good team, and they got us at our place, and we act like we don't know what's going on in the conference, but everyone knows that they're leading the conference. So we knew it was a big game for us, and DCG's good. I think they were ranked first in the state for a few weeks there and got knocked off by Pella, but they're really good. They got some really good guards. I think they got a young post player that plays a little bit too, but they got some guards that can really shoot it. So, like I said, it's one game at a time. We'll watch a little film tonight and be ready to go tomorrow for practice, and hopefully we're good to go for Saturday.
Well, we'll see you over there in Gilbert on Saturday. Congrats on the win here tonight. Big win for the Tigers.
Blankman, thanks for coming all the way to Allemande to do this. We appreciate it.
You bet. Head coach Randy Bissen again with the Carroll Tigers.